What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Bill Mahari here, represent Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LDBC. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point here, guys. This is not a sports video. This is more of a political video. I'm not the hugest political junkie, so bear with me as I try to talk through this, okay? But I had the chance to listen to the Quest X's video and Two Raw's, video about the whole situation with Ruth Bader's death, effectively, changing the landscape of the U.S. Supreme Courts. And what I'm seeing right now is that this is going to be a huge shape in the fundamental principles of the United States government. Okay, I don't think people understand the significance of what is going on here. All right, let's keep this in mind here. Donald Trump is already controls the circuit courts, and there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to try to stack up the Supreme Courts with another conservative judge in Ruth Bader's position. Now, if Donald Trump and the Senate Republicans get their way and stack up the Supreme Courts in the Republicans' favor, I'm telling you right now, we're going to see some real shit that's not happened since the 60s and the 80s. All right? Are you ready to see the country go back 60 to 80 years? And I'm agreeing to what QuestX was saying in his last video. Okay? This is going to be a huge side on the this is going to be a huge thing on the independent voters because they're the ones that are going to feel this the most. All right, Black Lives Matter and police reform is one thing, but think about this for a moment. The affirmative action, Affordable Care Act, okay, uh, DACA, immigration, women's rights, LGBT rights. All right, I'll take it even farther with the Civil Rights Act, the 13th and 15th Amendment, and the most important one of all, Roe v. Wade. All right, all that can be reversed real quick if the Senate Republican leaders get their way and bring in another conservative judge to replace Ruth Bader's position. All right, and it doesn't matter what race you are. It don't matter. Everybody is going to feel the sting when the Senate Republicans decide to try to put Ruth Bader in as replacement. All right. This is real, guys. I don't think you understand how significant this is. All right. Now I know there's gonna be people out there that's gonna say like, "Well, let this country burn, let it burn because it deserved to burn." And I understand. I get it. But here's the thing: you still live in this country. I still live here. My family still lives here. All right. We are all going to feel the wrath of the decisions that the Supreme Court is going to make if they decide to stack up the courts. 6-3 in favor of the Republicans. And dare I say, if they push forward on this move before the election, I'm telling you right now, this is going to result in the extinction of the Republican Party as it presently stated. And let's be real, the Senate Republican leaders like Mitch McConnell, they don't care because it's all about money for them at the end of the day. If you really think about it, Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republican leaders have been more richer under Donald Trump than under any other president that they have ever served in their careers. All right, because they knew when they brought in Donald Trump as president, he was there to serve to serve their purpose, to pad their wallets, and even if the country falls apart, they have the money and the influence to lead this country because they really don't care about the next generation of Republicans. All right. That's what's at stake here, you guys. All right. And this country, the country as you may know it, all right, is going to self-destruct in its face if they decide to, to stack up the Supreme Courts in the Republicans' favor. All right. This is real bad, you guys. This is real bad. So if you're a voter, and I'm going to make this very clear, I have no intentions on voting for either Biden or Trump because they're both garbage. They don't do anything for black people. Nothing. All right. But the one thing I would tell black people is don't get distracted on this issue. All right. Because this is not our fight. This is their fight. All right. But let me make this very clear. It's going to be it's going to be on the dependence of the independent voters to really think about this. All right. Because what people don't understand is if they decide to stack up the courts, all right, are you ready to see the country go back, like I said, 60 to 80 years? no abortion rights, no women's rights. All right, all your rights that you've had over the last generations taken away from you. Your little government programs, your little affirmative action, Social Security, health care, everything else can be taken away if the Republican leaders decide to stack up to the U.S. Supreme Court. And dare I say, too, has not Donald Trump said that he has every intention of staying in office? If he decides to bring another sycophant in the U.S. Supreme Court, and if he decides to challenge the election, I'm telling you, bad stuff's gonna hit the fan. You think 2000 was worse? You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm telling you, we are in serious trouble, you guys. We are in serious trouble because people don't understand how significant this problem is. It really is. All right. Now, like I said, I have no intentions on voting at all, but I'm keeping an eye on this very, very closely because this is very concerning. All right. Very, very concerning. If if Donald Trump, Mitch McConnell, and the Senate Republican leaders get their way and put in another conservative sycophant in Ruth Bader's position, the country that you may know it now is going to fundamentally change. And I'm afraid it's going to result in the destruction of the United States of America. You trust me. You really think you really want to see that happen? All you little sycophants, all you little Trump supporters that say, "Oh, we want change." Really? You want all of your stuff taken away from you? Fine. But if this country burns down, all right, don't come crying. Don't come crying afterwards. All right. But that's just how I feel about this whole situation. But tell me what y'all think.